Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? Oh, I got this all up in my face. Good God. How y'all doing? I hope I see y'all tonight for the night court. I know I am late with this review by it being Thursday, but y'all, I was dreading even come and talk about it. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The season that never ends is finally over. Um, Let me just go ahead and say this right now, okay? Unless they do something major, I don't want heat. Okay. I don't want heat. Don't send it to me. I don't want it. Like I'm real live gonna take a sabbatical from these people because I'm sick of them. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm sick of them. But anyway, let me first of all say hello to everybody who's in the chat. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you've been here, baby, welcome. Back. Okay, y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, talk to me while we got this live going on. If you want to call in this evening to give your final thoughts on the season, if we are doing our final call in after that, I wanted to keep the two videos separate because on the final call in, it will be to discuss anything Love and Marriage Huntsville during the season, interviews we've seen since then. Even if we want to talk about Martell want to charge people $3,000 for an interview, I think not. Okay, we will not be sponsoring your lifetime supplies of penny loafers and patent leather shoes. We ain't doing it. Okay, my lens kind of blurry. My camera lens, is it better? Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, all right. Is that better? Oh yeah, it's much better. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know if you was talking about my glasses lenses or the camera lenses, but I liked it. So we're gonna talk about all of that. Let me see who we have in the chat here today. Hey, my girl Linda Gamble, how are you? Hey, Chi-Town Naja girl, my good friend. Hey, Just Me Cheryl. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Hey, Big Queen. Okay. Oh, I like that name. All right, come on now. Tuned in at work. Hey, y'all, girl. I'm glad you listening to me at work, girl. I hope you got me on in your ears. Okay. Hey, Neva, how are you? Hey, Miss Major, how are you? Hey, Sassy Peach, my boo, how are you? Wait, let me go back up because this thing was moving too fast. Hey, cover girl DSC. Hey, my cousin ranting with Ricardo. Not finally, girl. Listen, listen. This last part of this reunion had me disgusted and child. I was just disgusted. Hey, Antoinette Peaches Washington. How are you? Hey, Sweet Pea. How are you, my love? Hey, Creole girl. Nothing, girl. Just chilling. Just chilling. Hey, Lisa. How are you? It's better now. Thank you. Hey, Auntie Bernice, how are you? My internet auntie. Hey, Nola, I'm glad this season is over. Tired of the minions and they're still hating mail reviews on all the interviews. Girl, tell me about it and we're going to discuss it. Okay? Hey, Cheryl, Liberian cayenne pepper, my favorite cayenne pepper. Okay, that's the only cayenne pepper I tolerate. Besides a little cayenne on top of my little stuffed eggs, okay? Hey, Tanisha, how are you? AirPods in and ready for your review. Thank you, girl. Hey, LaPriest France. Hey, Nola and chat finally caught alive. I'm so glad you caught alive too. I'm so glad y'all here. Y'all know hey, Naturally More. How are you? Y'all know we have night court tonight. Tonight it will be the messy mothers, okay? The messy mothers of reality TV on trial, okay? We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. And if Carlos do it, I'm I can't even process what I just read. What? What? We don't want it. And if we get it, like, what are we gonna do? I think that's gonna open up a whole can of worms because at the end of the day, she already can't handle the pressure of people dogging her. And if you come on this show, Two Dog Melody, that's just what's gonna happen. She gonna need more than that. She gonna need more than blocks and doing lip gloss. And who is she gonna film with? Who is she gonna film with? I mean, I don't get me wrong. I can see some of the others sitting with her and filming with her just because they don't like Mel, so it would give them something to say as far as to Mel about Mel and give them a dragging session. But the only thing is, she can't be trusted and she's a liability. And when I say she's a liability because remember, she was on that Atlanta trip, right? She was on the Atlanta trip. So if she do come on, then and those other women get to talking and they say something to her, then she gonna get to exposing all these secrets. So we either gonna see them tiptoeing around her and just getting her to talk about Mel, or we're gonna see her explode and she's a loose cannon. She's a loose cannon. Hey, Kimmy Nicole, how are you? What you said talking about he want to show his whole life, including co-parenting with coleslaw. I think that is awful. Who do I think besides Stormy? What you mean? Who do I think besides Stormy? Who do I think besides Stormy? What? Hey, my good sis, how are y'all? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to California Cutie. Sis, put your link in the chat to your channel. Put your link in the chat to your channel. Carlos done been back to Huntsville again since the last time he said he went to Huntsville and he hadn't been in Huntsville in two years. He might be doing that to make her appear unhinged to a court for a child custody dispute. He doesn't want to pay child support. Girl, listen, let me tell you, he is paying that child support in Zik, okay? He is paying that child support in Zik. He's still around there giving her the tallywhacker, and can't nobody tell me no different. That will film with AC. I think Coleslaw will film with her. I think Tisha would film with her. I think Tisha would film with her up until the point where Tisha pisses off and then she gets off telling the truth about what happened on the Atlanta trip, or what she perceives to be the truth, or I don't know. I don't know. I think they all messy enough to do it. And being that the theme of the show has been Mel isn't a good person, Mel has a black soul now, and all of this stuff, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who would film with her, but he would film with her. But you can't have her on the show just filming with Martell. Right? She would have to interact with the cast at some point, whether it be she's coming to drop off the kid and everybody else is at the house or something like that, because you bring her on this show, she's going to want to be fully involved in the show. She's not going to want to just film with Martell. Remember, she made all of them famous. In her mind, she made all of them famous. So I don't know. Yes, well, let me say this. California Cutie has been having a page. She's just now starting to post videos on her page. Shout out to my sis, almost at 6K views on one of her videos, okay? So let's go on over there, y'all, and run the numbers up on California Cutie channel. Melody should not let that trashy woman around her kids. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, they have joint custody. I'm not sure what's going on with that court case, but until they go back to court, that's a motion that she can bring before the judge. But it would speak to, well, her messing with him and Martell stepping out on his wife already speaks to his character, but it would definitely speak even more to his character to have her, in my opinion, to have her around his kids with the things that she say about their mother. But then at the end of the day, he likes anybody. He loves anybody who can help make Mel's life miserable. So, child, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Martell's sole purpose in life right now is to make Mel miserable. If Carlos allows that girl on the show, I'm done. It's definitely going to be a show. That's for sure. Hey, Pooh11, how are you? Let me finish speaking to everybody in here so we can go ahead and get started with the review. Martell, hey, Sheila Wright, how are you? Martell will bring her on just to wreck the show. I agree. Hey, Christine Lambert, how are you? Allegedly, Carlos said she was too disrespectful, and the Scott said no because of the linebacker situation. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't think so. That's crazy if they allowed her to film. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I mean, he may be trying to get her on for several purposes. I don't know. I have no clue. Hey, Journey to Jasmine, how are you? Let me see. Jamie says Ariana is giving single black female, obsessed, unhinged. Martell is a ticking time bomb. This ish ain't even safe for real, for real. And you're right. The kids are a sticky situation. It's going to take some maturity on all parties. The fact that she came out and said that them children made her baby sick, okay, after we had all heard that baby coughing. Now the baby might have had asthma, might have had a little touch of bronchitis. I don't know. I'm not a physician. I can't diagnose that baby. But what I do know is she was going on live and the baby was coughing and wheezing prior to Mel getting the 19, this girl. Okay. And I'm sorry, according to Mel, before that, and before the other kids got sick, before Sugar Mama got sick and got a cold. So I don't know, but she took that as an opportunity to try to make Mel and her kids look bad by saying, oh, they made my baby sick. When the truth of the matter is, girl, if the baby go to nursery, the baby gonna get sick from any kids. Like, that's one thing teachers and parents know. When the school season start, you gonna get sick because the little children come up in there sick. Their mamas give them Tylenol enough to get them past school at the entrance of the day, so you don't immediately call them and send them home. Okay, and the teachers get sick from it, so it happens. Hey, Andre Moore, how are you? Andrea, I'm sorry. You loving the side pony today, girl? Listen, it was PT day. Okay, it was physical therapy day today, so girl, it wasn't getting no curls. I saw a clip where Oprah said that she didn't want ratchetness on the own network. Someone needs to show how biased Carlos is. What the thing about it is, they allegedly, right? Allegedly, Oprah does not own anymore. It still carries on Oprah Winfrey Network, but allegedly she is no longer the owner. So she wouldn't have, if that is the truth, that she sold it. I haven't looked it up, so I don't know for sure if she did. But if that's the truth and she no longer owns it, then ain't nothing nobody can do. She can't say nothing about it. Depending on if she still have rights or whatever that you know what I'm saying, whatever that contract is with her selling it. So I don't I don't know about that. Slow Slaw and Hotel deserve each other. The delusions of grandeur are ridiculous. Girl, the fact that I'm gonna get on him and them patent leather shoes. I know people still wear patent leather shoes these days. Like my good sister said, everyone please take a moment to smash the like button. Okay, to smash the like button. We are at the 14-minute mark. Hey, Tracy, one of my favorite trolls, girl, hold your questions till a call in this evening. Okay, hold your questions till a call in this evening. I ain't gonna be before y'all long, but y'all know I'm gonna tell it how it is and what I feel. Carlos has definitely overstepped the line too much. Oh yeah, I'm calling him to the carpet in this review. Oh yes, God. Not that I'm an Andy Cohen fan, but at least he didn't cross lines professionally. I would say Andy Cohen crossed lines professionally because he plays favoritism with his questioning. It's on the Wikipedia that Coleslaw's network is between $1 and $5 million. So why is she so pressed to get on the show? Let me repeat them. Amazon. Because I'm about to order me a leapfrog and hooked on phonics because clearly I didn't read this right. It is on Wikipedia that Coleslaw's net worth is between $1 and $5 million. So why is she so pressed to get on the show? If that's the case, why that BMW got repossessed when Martell stopped paying the bill? Because he could no longer afford to. Meanwhile, she in the parking lot hitting her keys, talking about where my car. Girl, the repo man picked it up. Can't people edit their own Wikipedia pages? They have to. I don't believe that. She ain't selling that many She by Alibaba clothes on that website. Those shoes look like Martell got them from a tuxedo rental place. Girl. Thank you, because I don't believe it. If she's a millionaire, I'm running for president 2024 with Kanye. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, you can put anything on the Wikipedia page. And what is she making $1 to $5 million doing? What is she? Let's start the reunion. Before we get started, I need y'all to go ahead and put your glasses in the chat. Go ahead and put your glasses in the chat, because this is the baby. Y'all know what happens. Y'all know what happens. And when the glasses have to come down. Y'all already know what happened when the glasses have to come down. This right here, the lies. Put your glasses in the chat. I need the glasses in the chat because we about to go ahead and get it started. I am purely disgusted. And that is my attitude about this whole reunion. Disgust. Okay? Disgust. I'm disgusted with everybody on this case. When I tell y'all everybody on this cast, I'm disgusted with everybody. But let's go ahead and get it started where we're going to get it started at, okay? And that's where we picked up where we left off. And that's what Destiny's sitting up there looking like this. I don't know why her eyes so goddamn big, but my God. This is her eyes every time. Like, girl, we don't know if you surprised or you what, because you always looking like this. You in a constant state of surprise. And I guess you're in a constant state of surprise because you don't understand the lies that come out your mouth. Then you come back and say, who said that? I didn't say that. You said that. Okay, so she want to get to talking about, oh my God, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? What is going on? I don't understand. Carlos is like, it is the problem because she was too close to Martell. You sitting up here, and I'm paraphrasing y'all, and I'm cutting it short because we only gonna hit on the key points. You want to talk about, you put it out there about the bills. Girl, that's not even the question that Carlos asked. Meanwhile, you did interviews dragging this lady months before she said anything about what she did for you. Right? You say anything about what she did for you, then you want to sit up there and talk about she came to your house and she stayed there for 5 minutes, when we all know that lady done stayed at your house for more than 5 minutes. The fact of the matter is, you needy, you desperate, you tired, and you not desired, okay? That man didn't desire you in that marriage. That's why he left you. We as the audience don't desire you, okay, on our TV screens, okay? And apparently you're... Ooh, I ain't gonna say that. You want the fans to love you and treat you, even people with Mel and Tisha. You got people who love Mel. You got people who hate Mel. You got people who love Tisha and hate Tisha. Everybody hates you. You give nothing but desperation, ma'am. Nothing but desperation. Then you want to sit up here and listen. Let me tell y'all something. At the end of the day, y'all can talk about Mel wrong for saying what she did for that girl, but Mel wouldn't have had to say nothing about what she did for that girl. You don't get to bash me and say I'm not a bad friend and then tell me I can't say certain things to clear my name. At the end of the day, that lady sat up there and said that she left a dress fitting for something that she had to be to come lay with you and you to comfort you, even though she was going through what she was going through with her divorce. That lady said that, and you confirmed that. So she didn't just say about the money and answer the question the way according to the question was asked. And then you want to talk about, well, she didn't come out and clear up nothing. She ain't had to come out and clear up nothing for you. But the fact of the matter is, the question wouldn't have been asked if you hadn't went on a press tour talking about how much of a bad friend she was to align yourself with Miss Dark Soul herself. The Dark Queen herself had the audacity to say somebody had a dark soul. And that right there pissed me off. Like, Tisha, you understand that Melody has a dark soul, but you don't understand that you had one. Your dark soul started when you laughed at that woman's pain and you tried to throw up in her face. I've never had problems with my marriage of infidelity and things like that. When clearly you thought your man was cheating, thus you went through his damn phone and found that ass picture that you half-ass did some research on. Because did you call the phone company? Did you call Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, everything else? Then you want to sit up here and talk about y'all transparent, and I'm only bringing this back up to prove your dark soul. You want to sit up here and talk about how open and honest y'all was. You wasn't even open and honest in telling the fact about the picture. Because if you was open and honest, then you would know that didn't happen 14 years ago because you did not have the capability to like or heart a picture 14 years ago. Not on a Razor phone, not on a beginning Apple phone, not on a flip phone, not on a BlackBerry, not on a Motorola, not on a two-way pager, not on a beeper, not on nothing. We was damn near they still had pay phones 14 years ago, man. Stop playing in my face. You want to talk about a dark soul, but you lay next to one every night. You was raised by a dark soul, truth be told. You holding all this animosity towards this lady for the alleged she trying to ruin your marriage. Meanwhile, the first time we ever heard anything about your husband allegedly cheating on you was from your ragged ass mama on this show. That's the first time we heard it. Not from Mel, from your mom. The trifling little bastard who raised you. And yeah, I said it like that. She ain't got no respect for nobody, so I ain't got no respect for her. That's the first time that we heard about your raggedy husband cheating. But this lady got a black soul. Make it make sense. She got a black soul, but what the thing about it is, you've been raised to be in competition with women that you can't celebrate nobody else unless you feel they beneath you. That's the reason why you friends with Destiny. Because you feel like she's beneath you. When at the end of the day, girl, I'd have celebrated you staying in your marriage if that's what you wanted to do, and I'd have celebrated you getting a divorce. We would have had a whole divorce party for you divorcing that penny loafer, yeast infection suit wearing man. We sure would have. Girl, we would have had all the drinks. We would have had everything. But you so used to being in competition, which is why you wanted to lord over her face in that IE limousine, black soul for black soul, right? Because I see you. Which is why you want to, I've never had that problem in my marriage because that was one thing that you felt like you was better at, Mel at. When you wore your team wife shirt, I'm team wife. You wanted to lord over her that you were still a wife, which is why you wore that shirt when the fact of the matter is your husband trash, your marriage trash. And anytime you got to sit and look for a body language and a nod on the head, a nod of the head to open your mouth and speak, that ain't no good marriage. The only reason that he let you up out the attic with the rest of them children from Flowers of the Attic and act like you own this business and work in this business and this, that, and the third is to clear up his image because the people was dragging him. If nobody was dragging him for making you stay trapped up in the closet, your ass would still be up in there. He don't even want to work with you. He ain't even trying to work with you. The only time you the boss and he bring you coffee is when the camera's rolling. Other than that, he bringing you a cheap-ass charcuterie board with pickled watermelon on it. And it was only 3 pieces on there. You get 1.5 and he get 1.5. Only to mind you out of going to the damn therapist who was going to help you see his bullshit. Let me tell you what a dark soul is. A dark soul is the man that you married to who causes division and put bullshit in your head to keep you away from everybody who see through his bullshit because they want better for you. So while we're talking about dark souls, if you feel like Mel is one, go right ahead. But recognize the fact that the dark souls that's around you, and that's your mom and your husband. You act like a baby. You need a goddamn pacifier and a teething ring. That's what you need, because you cry. You cry and you whine for everything, and that way people just give you your way because they don't want to hear your whining ass. That's the truth about it. And then Destiny, here you want to come. Well, do you think Mel have a black soul? Well, she don't have black soul. She just does dog things. Why? For responding? Girl, don't get me started on that puppet that she thought was Kiki that looked like her mom. She's a dark soul for responding to you. And then you want to throw out there, oh, well, if I have to stop being friends with Martell, I had to stop being friends with you for the same reason. For the same reason for what? Let me learn y'all something. Okay. For all the years that man cheated on Mel, and I'm not just talking about with coleslaw. Okay. I'm talking about from the woman he was flirting with that Mel Nika knew. Okay. When she was planning the wedding, for all the years that he cheated on this lady, I don't give a fuck if she sucked the dick, got her cat licked. I don't care if she did anal. I don't care what she did. I don't care. I don't care. I am tired of people wanting to goddamn coddle this man when he the reason his whole family broke up. Behind some damn head. Allegedly, according to him, she wasn't sexing him enough. She wasn't sucking the dick enough. If you don't go get you a pocket GG and put you some KY jelly and put that thing on there and get the stroke in yourself, you like to be buff, that could have been a workout. Work out both of your arms though so they can be even. But we supposed to feel sorry for him. All the women in the comments talking about he a good man till he do your ass dirty. But we gotta have sympathy and pity for him. Get the fuck out of here. And then Stormy, let me tell you something, Miss Mal. When people get the girl, I was on your side till I watched part 3 of this reunion. And I felt like people was just saying stuff and doing stuff. When Carlos asked you, and that was a messy ass question, Carlos, because you know everybody on that sofa, you know everybody on that stage, including your ass. Because you ain't above reproach, and I'm going to drag the piss out of you when I get to you. Let me take a breather. But anyway, Stormy, you let your slip show. And it ain't that you have a problem with Mel. Is you one of them people who want to fit in with the group. You want to hang with the popular kids. Right? You want to hang with the popular kids. So you're going to go with the popular kids because all you had to say when Carlos asked you that question was what you said at first. Me and Mel ain't never had problems like that. So since we ain't never had problems like that, I can't relate to what they talking about. That was it. That was all that needed. See all that side slick talking you was doing, talking about because I feel like real friends are working out. Let me tell you something. I could have been your real friend and I could be sick of your shit. I don't have to be your real friend and let you dog me and I sit here and stay quiet and keep you in my life. See all that zen you doing around there and hitting on the sound bowls. You need to get a bigger bowl and hit a little bit harder. Matter of fact, get a dome to ding some sense into your head. It's called letting go of toxic relationships, letting go of people who use you. And when I say toxic relationship, a relationship can be very toxic if one person is codependent on the other, meaning my need for you supersedes your need for yourself and your own mental capacity. And that's the need. When we want to talk about, you was calling his phone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, rock, whenever the hell you was calling Martell or whatever we was doing. Now, the truth of the matter is this, but I ain't going to say the truth of the matter. But allegedly, right? That's why Martell had a fit, because when Destiny brought up the hacking of the phone, that was something that Martell told her. Allegedly, the reason why we didn't see the clips when she's talking about, I can say this and Mel told her tell it, was because what she was telling was all information that she got from Martell. See, all y'all stupid. See, y'all think Martell's stupid. Martell ain't stupid. Martell is playing the game. Martell is putting, if you listen to everybody on that stage talk, when they describe Melody in a negative way, it is everything that man has ever said about her. Everything. That's it. That's all. Now, whether you was going to stay at the chateau like you said, then people want to say, I don't believe that Mel, I think Mel lying. Well, let me tell you something. Mel got to be a goddamn fool if she don't come across as a fool to me, but she would have to be a goddamn fool to tap her own phone, blame it on Martell, then file a police report for it. That's dumb. Why would you set your own self up and go file a police report? That makes absolutely no sense. But that's what was done. She filed the police report. But everything you do, down to, even though we know Wanda was lying and she was talking about Sugar Mama, okay, even though she knows she was lying, who put the idea? Who put the idea? They can disrespect her, they can dog her, they can do all of that to her because you opened the door for that. Then you want to sit up here and be looking pitiful and sad. I don't feel sorry for you. That's why Mel said, all my needs come from God, and I ain't needed nothing since I left your dusty ass. I say, well, hallelujah. Get the Swiffer, pick his ass up off the ground. Pick your motherfucking face up. And then you want to sit your ass up there when Stormy was goddamn talking about don't worry about it, let it go, walk away now. But then you want to act like, see, everybody want to talk about Mel is bitter. Why we never hear about Martell being bitter? Because that was some bitter ass shit to say. He's bitter and he's a bitch. He's a big bitch. Get him some Always Wings size 4 super overnight because he bleed more than a bitch. I ain't never seen a man had a period 24/7, 365. When you gonna be a man? When you gonna drop your nuts and be a man? Your nuts still up in your stomach. Because you just as ragged as hell with them shiny ass shoes on. Go bring the tuxedo people them shoes back. They're probably the same shoes from your wedding. I can't stand it. And then Destiny, you want to sit up here and talk about it led people to believe this and why my friend didn't clear up and this, that, and the third. Girl, let me tell you something. Don't nobody got to clear up nothing for you. Girl, naturally more, I know. It's okay. They already been getting me. But I can't even hold it in because, I mean, it is what it is. I do this for fun. So I know, girl. I know. Baby, they probably done already put the the ass suitability on me. Okay, they probably already done did it. Let me see. Oh, it ain't showing up yet, but I'm pretty sure it will. But you want to sit up here and talk about girl, because they've been getting us, girl. I did a whole self-talk live encouraging people, and girl, it got flagged. So I don't know. Girl, you crazy. He is a snake with them little baby clothes on. Exactly. But the fact that I'm at it is this. You want to sit up here and talk about why my friend didn't clear it up, and they saying I'm being too chummy with Martell and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. Girl, I don't want to hear none of that. And I didn't want it to seem like it was a one-sided friendship and it's broke. Once again, this is another situation in how fans say stuff and they blame Mel for it. Mel never once said it was a one-sided situation. She never said it was a one-sided friendship. She never said you was broke and destitute and you needed her to save you. She is not Mel the Christ. She ain't got a heaven or a hell to put you in. And let me tell y'all something. If anybody want to be my friend with a dark soul, you ain't even got to send me $5,000. Y'all can send me a $10 cash app. Okay? Y'all could go ahead and, send a super chat. Thank you, Black, all my dark soul friends. Because I ain't never seen somebody with a dark soul give out that kind of money. Girl, child, be my dark soul friend. So then we're going to move on and we get to talking about Mel and Martell. Let me tell you something, Carlos. Before I get on that, let me just say this. I felt Mel when Carlos asked her, why is this so hard to co-parent? And she said, because of the person I am co-parenting with. I never would have thought I would have kids from somebody I don't even like. I say, oh, she said that from her soul. She don't like that man. She don't like him. He disgusts her. And the look on his face when they pan to his face, that hurt her. It hurt. It hurt you because you can't believe that this woman had the audacity to not even like you, right? She has the audacity to not even like you after over her, you cheated on her, you had her and the mistress pregnant. How many? Two times that we know of. Okay, because when she was pregnant with Sugar Mama, Ariane was pregnant. Ariane did the Roe v. Wade with that baby. And then after she had Sugar Mama, she got pregnant again when Ariane was pregnant. And Mel did the Roe v. Wade on that baby. You did all of this. You don't know. Well, we know Coleslaw was faithful to somebody else's husband, which is stupid as hell. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, my love, Naturally More. Okay, we know you didn't give a damn. You was out here, but let's say she was nasty, and we assuming that she was faithful to Martell and wasn't out there doing it. But technically speaking, we don't know that she wasn't out there hop up into somebody's bed and having her a sneaky link and getting her buffet taken care of when he wasn't able to. We don't know that. You could have brought home something other than a baby. You could have brought something with them 3 letters that could eventually turn into 4 that take you to your final resting place if you can't afford the medicine. Right? You could have bought her something that she couldn't get rid of. You could have had her coochie itching. You could have came home in the middle of a pandemic. You could have came home and bought something to her and them children. And you have the nerve, you have the audacity run so deep. The audacity runs so deep within your veins that you have the audacity to feel like this woman owe you something. That y'all should be together. And Carlos, you set your raggedy ass on that stage and want to talk about, well, Mel, so many times from the outside looking in, women get their career and then they forget about their husbands. Sir, that was not the fucking case. And how many times do men do it? But if Martell was the one who was out there being the face of the business, securing the business so that Martell can go do the work, then it wouldn't be no problem, right? See, it's no problem when the men work outside the home. And they can work hours upon hours while the woman at home tired, stressed out, dealing with the kids, dealing with the homework, cleaning up the house, washing the clothes, cooking the dinner, being your bed wench when you want her to be. Meanwhile, her needs not getting met. Meanwhile, he not asking her how she feeling. Meanwhile, he ain't eating the coochie because he feel like he out there making the bread and doing what he got to do to pay the bills, not realizing that running a household is another job within itself, right? So meanwhile, she can sit there and be unappreciated, and women can sit there and be unappreciated while men exalt their careers, right? That's acceptable. So we can sit there and let the men exalt their careers, but when the woman do it, oh my God, she got to still bow down and be subservient to the wife. How about if I'm the one making the bread and I'm the one taking care of everything outside of the house so that the inside of the house can run? Then God damn it, you come home and rub my feet when I get home. Have dinner ready for me when I get home. Eat my cat when I come home. Make sure the children in bed so we can have us some alone time. How about that? You really sit up here and try to put the blame on her when the fact of the matter is Martell is less than a motherfucking man. So what he did, while he liked the aesthetic of Mel, because her on his own made him look good, because she's a beautiful woman. Her having business smarts and running their business and still saying me and my husband doing this together and putting him at the forefront. Meanwhile, he knew in his mind she was the one making it happen. He was weak. That's weak when you say, oh, my partner is doing this, so let me go out and do this. He was weak. He needed a weaker woman to make him feel like he was a man instead of realizing that, damn, my wife out here doing all of this for us and she booking the jobs and I'm doing the jobs and we doing this together. Go ahead, baby, do your thing. You a weak individual if you let the success of your partner make you feel less than. Because if it's true partnership, then the success for them is a success for you. And when they go up, guess who going up with them? You. So we supposed to feel bad for him and she's supposed to feel bad because he was weak, because there's more ways the weakling. Thank you for the super sticker, Juan Davis. I appreciate you, my love. That's what we were supposed to do. Carlos, you out of line for that bullshit. You out of line for the bullshit. When the truth of the matter is, even though this show turned into something other than what she pitched, you wouldn't have had an idea or thought for this show because you damn sure wasn't taping, thinking about coming and finding no people up in Huntsville. So she allowed for a check to be put in your motherfucking pocket too. Let's talk about that. But you wasn't worried about how her stifling her putting her career in the forefront was stifling her husband. Let me tell y'all something. In 2023, we not about to become weak and subservient so you can feel like a man. Either rise to the occasion or go find a bitch to slum it with you. Ain't nobody, man or woman. Don't stifle yourself because somebody else can't handle it. Be who you meant to be. And the people who gonna roll with you and rock with you. And the people who can't handle it, guess what? They gonna dismiss themselves. And if they don't dismiss themselves, show them the dough. Like the old saying go, don't let the back door hit you where the good Lord split you. Give them your whole ass to kiss. You out of line for that, and then gonna turn around and ask her what could she have done better. What she could have done better was not married the little bastard. That's what she could have done better. And then you gonna sit up here and say, well, I'm that's not what I'm saying. When she checked your ass and say, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna sit up here. Okay, we're not gonna sit up here and act like Mel put up her career and left her husband because goddamn, I stayed pregnant. I stayed pregnant. Now, when she said that, I felt that in my soul because guess what, baby? Child, if I wouldn't have got my two sides, God knows how many children I was gonna have. And I was determined. I wasn't having no more 3. That was it. Over and done. You want some more churn, find somebody else to have them. And I meant that with my whole entire soul. I'm not having no more. I'm not doing it. And I meant that. And I stood on it. And that's what it was. I wasn't doing it no more. I had preterm pregnancies, all 3 of my pregnancies. My last one, I had a nurse come and give me shots in my ass every week. Once a week, I was rotating ass cheeks, left cheek, right cheek, coming to my house, shooting me in my ass so I can make sure that my baby get here. Like, no, I'm not about to keep going through all of that. I'm on Class D medicines so my baby can come out being special needs. Now, listen, if the God would have blessed me with a special needs baby, that's what it would have been. But I wasn't going to have my baby come out deformed or ill-formed. You know what I'm saying? I was young. So y'all could judge me. I don't care. But I wasn't going to have my baby come out because of a medicine that I take. So I didn't take my medicine. So my body went through everything. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all want to sit up here and act like, oh, we carried a baby and that's it. When the truth of the matter is when you carry a baby and you going through labor, you got 1 foot on this earth and 1 foot in the grave. And you better hope that other foot is able to get out the grave. So for that alone, he should have kissed her ass because she had 4 of them for him. She could have died 4 damn times, bringing his seeds into the world. Then you're going to go out here and cheat on me with something that ain't even got no goddamn sense and can't populate a sentence to save her life? Stop it. You a copycat. Martell even got him a little facial line commercial, just like the commercial DJ Richie Sky made for Melody 7 Heaven. And I know it's 7th Avenue. I just like calling it 7 Heaven. Everything you do, you copycats. The wine. Tisha and Marceau had them a wine. Now, they have them a champagne. Now, here you come with a wine. Miss Van wrote a book with her grandchildren. Now here you come with a book for your grandchildren. You copying everything. How about you copy them and get a goddamn builder's license? See, the thing, Martell, while nothing don't work for you, is because you want to be a boss, but you have an employee mentality. And until you get rid of that employee mentality, you will never be a boss. And that's just fact. And the audacity of you to want to say you'll do interviews with us for $3,000, boy, please. Who the fuck you think gonna pay you? Like, if somebody pay you $3,000 to do an interview, they out they rabbit ass mind. And I'm saying it right now. Ain't nobody about to sit up here and put up $3,000 for you to get you a lifetime supply of penny loafers and patent leather shoes. We ain't doing it. Nope, not doing it. But you have so much hatred and vitriol. And Carlos the king, the supposedly king, the alleged king, I need you to go ahead and grow up in your mind. I need your mind to speed up to where the time's at. I need you to educate yourself. I need you to educate yourself, because at the end of the day, there should have been no reason you should have asked her what the hell she could have done better and not asked that raggedy bastard what he should have done better. If you was going to ask the question, it should have been asked for both. But it should have been directed to him, because you still putting the blame on her. Oh, it was her career. Oh, what could you have done better? But here's the thing. When she said she wished she would have listened, she wished she would have listened and not came the back. She wished she would have listened to every little voice that told her this ain't right. She should have been listening. She would have listened and left earlier than what she did. She would have listened to that internal voice that said he got DDE. For those of you who don't know what that is, dirty dick energy. She would have listened. She would have listened more. She would have surrounded herself on this show with people who didn't give a fuck about her. Like she said, every time Tisha and them get a chance to clown you, they do it. And even in that moment, you want to make her look like the bad guy so bad that you ain't even realize she was telling you facts. Every time they get a chance to make you look bad, they do. So why do you want to be friends with people who constantly want to drag you and dog you? But I'm the black soul, because I choose to walk away from people who do that. And like she said, it's for this moment right here. It's for this moment right here, so you can say, see, look, I'm forgiving. Mel not forgiving. Mel a bad person. But the thing about it is, you steadily want to set up traps for her, and she's steadily going up. See, that's what happened. When you want to point your fingers at somebody else, remember, it's always 3 pointing back at you. When you want to set somebody else up for the fall, you be the one falling. You want to talk about Mel and talk about what she doing. Meanwhile, where's the calendar that you needed the baby Earl from? Where that's at? Where's the cookbook? Where can that be bought? You couldn't even read off cue cards. You fumbled 2 tasters of your wine with your speech. You didn't even correct the label on the wine, and then you're not even smart enough to hire a team who gonna go behind you and look. Or if your team did that, you're not even smart enough. Before we release this, let me check it and make sure it's right. Then when you came back and redid it, alcohol was spelled wrong. Then you had it was non-alcoholic with 13% alcohol. What in the entire... But see, that's when you set up people to do dirty. That's when you want to set up people to do dirty and it come back on you. And the truth of the matter is, it's all sad. It's all pathetic. It's all sad. It's all pathetic. Like, and don't get me wrong, do Mel have her faults? Absolutely. Can she be a petty Betty? Absolutely. But do I understand why she's being petty? Absolutely. There are some things in this life that I'm going to just be petty about. And I don't care if you like it, they don't like it, or whoever. I don't care. You don't get to smile in my face. Meanwhile, you knew your husband was the bill funder for the mistress, and think I'm supposed to still be your friend. And Tisha, what part of your brain you don't understand that you just collateral damage in this war? See, you thinking it's a personal attack on you when it's really get back on your husband, but you ain't even smart enough to realize it, because you want to be in competition. Because your mom raised you that you got to be better than every woman out here, instead of wearing your goddamn crown and walking in your own lane. Tisha DeVille. Girl, you could never be Cruella DeVille ever in the history of that, never. Sitting up there looking like a retired ass skunk. Get the fuck out of here. And even now, y'all on social media with fake ass awards and this, that, and the third. Tisha DeVille and this, that, and the third. But you set up a whole nail polish line for your children. Where can we buy it? What stores is it in? All of that could have been a storyline while you talking about somebody needing a storyline. And let me go back and revert to that needing a storyline and this, that, and the third. And y'all trying to set up the girl you sat on this reunion stage once before and was mad with Kimmy for telling the truth and not lying, saying y'all didn't talk about Mel. And I'm supposed to believe that you didn't say nothing to Destiny? Get the fuck out of here. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. I'm supposed to believe you was telling Destiny to go ahead and comfort Mel and this and that. Let me tell you something. If you're a real woman and you can stand to see another person's crown tilted and go ahead and straighten it back up, you know when somebody need compassion and you want to sit up on that stage and talk about, because I had love for you at one time. Let me tell you something. Somebody could do me wrong today tomorrow, but if I had love for you, then I'm gonna come back if I see you up about something and it ain't nothing to say. Listen, man, listen, I saw that really kind of stung. You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't been rocking like that, but I just wanted to make sure you good. Now, she probably wasn't going to talk to your raggedy ass, but you would have did your part. And let's take out Destiny and Tisha and what Mel heard, right? Let's take that out and go to the facts, right? Let's go to the fact of the matter that Destiny has said, right? On one of the interviews, I believe it was the OLFP interview. Shout out to Jamie Bondi and Niecy, because I love them ladies. Okay, I was so fangirl behind all three of them. But I digress. Okay, but I believe it was on that interview when she sat up there and she said, right, if she heard, how did she hear me and Tisha talking about her, but she didn't hear my auntie talking about her the night before that? So why was your auntie talking about her? Right? Why was your auntie talking about it? And if you're saying that, why she didn't hear your auntie talking about it? That lets me know that your auntie was dragging for her. I can't be your friend and you sit there and let people drag me and dog me. That don't work like that. You don't get to drag me. You don't get to dog me. You don't get to use my resources, right? And then say, oh, when I cut you off from the well, or you know what I'm saying, of running water, when the well is now dry, now I'm a dark soul, I'm a dark person, I do this, all of this to you. Then you want to sit up here in interviews and talk about production, make you talk about Mel. Okay, well, all the interviews you've been making your rounds with your raggedy ass, ain't no production that'll make you talk about her, yet you can't stop talking about her. It's giving Mariah Carey. Why are you so obsessed with me? You want to know why fans don't like you? Because you sit on one interview and we watch it and you tell one story. And then when the next person gets you in the interview, they call you back on, hey, you said this on this interview. Who said that? I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. Then you want to try to flip it and change it and smack it, flip it, rub it down and try to make it be something that is not. That's why people don't like you. I don't know no more about you now than then, except for you a person who somebody can't work with. You give nothing, you bring nothing, you are empty on the inside, and you a motherfucking liar. See, fans can't warm up to you because you have no personality. You want to say you're not aggressive, but baby, aggression shows in all of your interviews. You can't handle the hard questions. You can't handle the press. This ain't the lane for you, ma'am. Pick a lane, find something that you're good at, and do that. Because this and selling hair products ain't it. Carlos, stop saying you want to produce black excellence when you are the messiest motherfucker out here. You ask them loaded ass, messy ass questions. And yeah, you did this time ask questions that we wanted to know. We did want to know certain things, but baby, your bias is all up in it. Because why are we cutting conversations? Right? Why are we cutting conversations? Why we didn't get the start of Kiki talking about Tisha? See, I don't believe Kiki just started talking about Tisha. You can tell by that clip it was in response to something. So why didn't we used to get to see what she was responding to? Why we didn't get to see that breakdown that Martell had behind the scenes? See, if you're going to produce evenly. But it's very much giving you going right along with the rest of the cast. Right? It's giving you very much going with the rest of the cast to make Mel look bad. Because everything outside of what Destiny said, anything that can make her look like a goddamn fool and she's a horrible person, we got to see. Why we didn't get to see, why you didn't call Tisha to the goddamn carpet when every time you was asking her about her marriage, the queen of deflection set her ass up there and brought it back to Martell cheating. Why you didn't say, I'm not asking you about Martell cheating. I'm asking you about your husband. Although you did crown her the queen of stupidity, but she don't even realize it. She don't even realize that you was making fun of her ass when you set up on that stage and you told her, I realized that you just now seeing what self-esteem and self-worth is about. I realized that you just coming into that, but Tisha, girl. But the thing about it is, if production is making them talk about Mel and you keep letting them piss Mel off and she walk away, then what is production gonna have to talk about? And Tisha, y'all think that Carlos King is your motherfucking friend? Let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something. What's gonna happen? See that little clause y'all have in y'all contract where y'all ain't gonna discuss certain things. If Mel go to Carlos after the season and say I'm not coming back, understand that clause gonna be gone. See, y'all want to be the stars of the show, but guess what? The same way this woman get picked apart, you think y'all been picked apart? You ain't been picked apart yet. You ain't gonna be picked apart yet. Because when that happens, and now y'all are the focal point of the show, understand, you're gonna get undisputable proof then. You're gonna get undisputable proof then about a whole bunch of conversations. Because the price gonna be right. And these days, people want to do stuff when the price is right. So while you think, oh, that's your friend, you in bed with the motherfucking devil. Go ahead and get that spinoff that you want. You think your family and the stuff you trying to hide, like you getting kept back, ain't gonna come out? It's gonna come out, love. And ain't nothing wrong with it. There's people who get kept back all the time. You went to college and you got degrees. I wish you used them. I wish you act like you got some common sense. Stop asking for receipts when you clearly ignored them. I don't understand. You just want to be mad with Mel. And I honestly believe that's your husband putting that in your ear. I honestly believe that, because how can you be mad at her for saying go ride around the ball and see what your husband doing, but you ain't mad with Martell? You don't have that same energy with Martell when he done sent you pictures of the Benz payment that your husband was paying for, and that came out of your mouth. So why you mad with her? Why you not mad with him? If the thing is people trying to break up your marriage, seemed like to me him sending you proof. While he was paying on this BMW for me, shit, I was taking care of the Benz for him and his side piece. And by the way, don't the hairdresser lady drive a Benz? I'm just saying. That's what I heard, allegedly. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true, but I'm just saying. But why you don't have the same energy for him? Why you don't have the same disdain for him? Why is that? Why is that? So here's what I need you to do. I need you to go buy your husband some Tussie. Make sure he have enough Fixodent so he can keep his teeth up in his mouth, so he don't have to film no more. And buy him some bigger shirts, so if he can't, in case he decide he want to tussle again, we ain't got to see his girdle. But the fact of the matter is, from the producer on down to the cast, it's all sad. It's all tragic. I don't know where this show is going to go from here. Hey, Elite Hair Collection, how are you, my love? I don't know where this show is going to go from here, except for into a deeper dumpster dive than it already has. We want to talk about storylines, child. Let me see some of y'all businesses. I mean, if y'all got to talk, let me see you packaging up. Let me see you packaging up some nail polish. Let me see you doing that while you talking shit. Because we saw Mel boxing up Seven Heaven while she was talking shit. I mean, y'all do be talking shit down to the black. But what else you got going on? Your husband was mad and talk about how you had this big old journal and all of this, that, and the third. You had a journal that you was working on that you had produced and this, that, and the third. Why we didn't hear about it on the show? The perfect place to put it would have been at the period party, right? Because while they having a period party and everybody was there, the other little girls had their package that they was giving little girls. Why you didn't have Your diaries there, your journals there, or you could have given girls to track their cycle, to make sure it's on time, or to write their thoughts or their memories, or whatever they want to write, short stories, poems, whatever. Why we didn't see it? Why we didn't see it? But we got to see y'all laying in that oversized bed in that tiny ass room discussing the fact that Martell was now with Sheree. And she's a upgraded Mel. Mel clothes came out quicker than Sheree's houseway. Sheree ain't picked a good man since before Bob. Ain't no man we picked seen her with been worse, up into and including Martell. And she's a whole goddamn fool because she's sitting up here, walking around here taking pictures, having him at Roja goddamn events. Meanwhile, he getting more exposure, and he's sitting up here on a whole nother show, pining behind his wife, talking about you never know what the future may hold. You never know what the Lord have in store. Let me tell you what the Lord have in store. You a brighter future, sir, if you so choose to walk that path. But the only way you're going to get it is to do some self-work on yourself. That's it. That's all. Stormy, girl, don't be that girl. Don't be that girl. Don't be that girl who want to fit in with the crowd, and tell your mama, stay out of it. Tell your mama, stay out of it. Because your mama be on the next season acting like Wanda. Girl, I won't have to cuss your mama out, but she will. Tell Betty Boop, sit her ass down. Peace, y'all last name still. Peace, be still, and sit this one the fuck out and shut the fuck up. Because it's only gonna harm you. You mothers of reality TV, I need y'all to understand. When y'all act a fool, right? Y'all bring people to y'all children ass, and that's just what you did. You got on the internet and you did that dumbass shit, and they brought people to your daughter business. Now people up there talking about their ordered products, and they ain't getting it. Now you got people burning her products. Now you got people wanting to call the Walmarts and the CVS's and the this and now. She still got her distribution deal. I still seen them up in there, right? But I'm just saying, it brought unneeded attention because your mama wanted to open her mouth, but yet claims she ain't want to be famous. Well, guess what, girl? If Stormy and Mel was cool, Stormy got her number. Do like all mamas do. Pick up your churn number and go get her phone up and say, "Oh, we need to have us talk." Because what you talking about? But y'all want to be respected and revered as the elders. If you want to be respected and revered as an elder, then baby, be respectful. Be something to respect. Be something to revere. I told y'all, everybody get it on this channel. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Everybody get it on this channel. From Carlos on down. It don't matter. Maurice, while you around here giving out fake ass awards, calling yourself trying to be shady. First of all, you can never be good enough ever in this lifetime, the next lifetime, the previous lifetimes, or the lifetimes to come to think you can shade Bondi Blue. Never she more known than you. She's more relevant than you. Meanwhile, you mad about that relevance being irrelevant statement. But what makes you relevant on the show? I'll wait. I need somebody to put it in the comments for me. Tell me, what does Maurice bring to this show? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the comments to move. Boom, boom, nothing. Not a goddamn thing. At the end of the day, your brother brings more to the show. Yes, we heard about him cheating. We see him in black. We see him and Tisha, they was trying to do the couples counseling thing. We see them having beef with Mel, right? At least they got that going on. What do you have going on? You want to show by proxy and assimilation to your motherfucking brother. Oh, you thought people weren't going to get on your ass because your wife is going through cancer? Baby, we feel for your wife. I don't feel for you. And I was trying to give you a little bit grace saying caretakers need love too, till you tried to come out here with these fake ass motherfucking awards, trying to shade people. But guess what? The same people you tried to shade, they good at what they do. They got followers. You've been on this show 5 seasons now. or 4A, 4B, however people want to classify. And where's your following? Who going up for you? Credit one ain't booming like that. People ain't trusting you to fix their credits. Irrelevant. The most relevant thing you said all this season, including the reunion, was when y'all had that dinner, the first episode, and said, what if I would have put up a crib and said outside baby? I was like, ooh, okay. And then when you said, yes, y'all do. Yes, y'all do. Y'all got a place together. Silk Lane, Scotty Lane, Skid Row, whatever the hell it was. That was the most relevant things you said on your own. Any other thing that made you relevant was your wife needing a goddamn emotional support dog behind the bullshit you did with the Atlanta picture. You still needed Kimmy. If it wasn't for Kimmy, you would absolutely be pointless upon this show. Stag Run. Thank you, Stag Run. Other than that, what did you give? I'm happy you and Kimmy are the first Black-owned title company within Huntsville, Alabama, but we didn't see y'all signing no titles. We didn't even see a stage scene because I know some people don't want their face on the show. I know some people don't want, if I'm buying this property, especially if it's an expensive property, I don't want people to know what's in their pockets. I get it. They might have not, but girl, we could have y'all could have paid somebody to come up in there and say, act like we're signing these title papers. We didn't see it. We heard about it one time, and then we didn't hear about it no more. Then you can't even lie straight. And you're supposed to be a liar. You would never defend me on nothing. You couldn't defend me if I was at hell to the devil to give me a cup of ice water. Because I'm waiting to see. I'm still waiting. I done seen that's what he brought to the show, them suits. Them suits wasn't even all that. Them suits very much gave Marshall's clearance section. Next. What else did he bring to the show? I'm waiting. I'm listening. Exactly. Comments empty. Y'all quiet. So in that sense, you are irrelevant. You don't bring nothing. You don't bring no pizzazz. You don't bring no spark. You don't bring no drama. You just there. You like an empty ass bowl of oatmeal. That's it. You like some goddamn cream of wheat without no goddamn fruit or nothing in it. Just there. You like chicken with no seasoning. Just bland. Kimmy, I need you to go back. I love you, Kimmy. I love you, Kimmy, and I ain't gonna ride on you too hard. But I want you to go back to being the Kimmy who said what it was for what it was. Right? Before they tried to ice you out because you told the truth about how you feel about your sister-in-law. And so they made you feel bad. So now you got to come back and kiss ass because Kimmy, baby, I love you, but you lied. You lied. And I don't know if y'all caught the lie, but you lied. You lied to us when you said you were surprised to see Kiki at events because Kiki is never around. Carlos King proved you to be a liar when he did his review on a thing with Dustin and he said Kiki has always been around. Kiki has always been at events and we never seen her on camera, but she in fact has been there. But you surprised that she was there. You didn't know her and Mel was like that, but she was always at Mel, according to Carlos King. Liar. Why are you lying? To save face, right? So Tisha and Marceau's storyline could go right? And make Kiki look like the bad person. And I have said from beginning, I would have just said, listen, Mel, listen, I'm not about to discuss my cousin and tell you that, you know what I'm saying, she had to worry about it or she thought about it, contemplated or whatever. I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? I'd have let you got to find another way to clear your name because I'm just not about to discuss my cousin with you. I'm not about to do that. But at the end of the day, did Kiki lie? And at the end of the day, I'm not mad with her because Tisha was disloyal to her first, twice. She was disloyal when she went and told her wide body back ass husband what the hell Kiki was going through. That was the first time. Then when you allowed your wide body ass back husband with his shoulder and his titty to walk up in the Holt's house and discuss her, whatever she had going on, that was disloyalty and betrayal number 2. So am I mad at her for the get back? No, I'm not. Can I say what I would have done, which was not discuss my cousin? Because no matter what I would have said, because they beefing, it would have been taken the wrong way. Are people gonna feel like I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing? But you mad at your cousin for going to talk to Mel, right? You mad at your cousin for going to talk to Mel, but it's the same person that you and your husband felt so inclined to talk to your cousin about. So you can go and run and talk shit about Kiki to Mel, but Kiki can't do the same to you. That's called Karen shit. And with that being said, y'all, I am done. Make sure y'all life is not as plain Jane as Maurice, okay? Hell, have you a Marceau day, have you a Tisha day. Don't have a Maurice day. And with that being said, I will see y'all at 5 o'clock for the final call in of this show. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. I love y'all. Don't forget to come back for All Rise Court tonight as we have the messy mothers of reality TV on trial tonight. See y'all later. Bye.